broadcasting across the nation from the East Coast to the West, keeping you up to date on technology while enjoying a little whiskey on the side, with leading-edge topics, along with special guests, to navigate technology in a segmented, stylized radio program. The information that will make you go, Pull up a seat, raise a glass with our hosts as we spend the next hour talking about technology for the common person. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm.
Welcome to that. Mike snorts as it comes on in. Welcome to TechTime Radio with Nathan Mumm, the show that makes you go, technology news of the week, or sinus clearing. The show for the everyday person talking about technology,
old people noises.
Broadcasting across the nation with insightful segments on subjects weeks ahead of the mainstream media. We welcome our radio audience of 35 million listeners to an hour of insightful technology news. I'm Nathan Mumm, your host and technologist with over 35 years of technology expertise. Our co-host, Mike Rday, is in the studio. He's the award-winning author and a human behavior expert, and the famous Mike, the AI guy.
Yeah.
All right, we're live streaming during our show on 6 of the most popular platforms, including YouTube, Twitch TV, Facebook, LinkedIn, and now Kick and Rumble. We encourage you to visit us online at techtimeradio.com and become a Patreon supporter at patreon.com/techtimeradio. We're friends from different backgrounds, but we bring the best technology show possible each week for our family, listeners, and fans to enjoy. We're glad to have Tracy, our producer, at the control panel today. Welcome, everyone. Let's start today's show.
Now on today's show.
All right, welcome to Tech Time Radio. Today on the show, we have our gadgets and gear gal back, Gwen Way. She's here to show us a new gadget that might make you second guess yourself. Why, you ask? Well, you're just going to have to wait for the show to find out. And of course, we have our standard features, including This Week in Technology, our technology fail of the week, a possible Nathan Nugget, and of course, our pick of the day, whiskey tastings, to see if our selected whiskey pick gets 0, 1, or 2 thumbs up at the end of the show. Now, though, it's time for the latest headlines in the world of technology.
Here are our top technology stories of the week.
All right, story number 1, Meta hit with record child safety fine after judge labels company a public nuisance. Meta faces thousands of similar lawsuits across the U.S., and other major trial begins this Monday in California, where dozens of states are suing over alleged violations of child privacy laws. But now, let's go to Jennifer Merrick for more on the story.
Thanks, Nathan. A New Mexico judge has ordered Meta to pay $567 million for failing to warn the public about the dangers its platforms pose to children, the largest child safety fine ever issued against a social media company. The ruling adds to a previous $375 million penalty in the same case, bringing Meta's total fines to $942 million. Judge Brian Beedscheid delivered a sharply worded decision, calling Meta a public nuisance and comparing the harms caused by its platforms to air pollution. He argued that Meta's advertising-driven systems and recommendation algorithms function like a factory producing toxic byproducts, with psychological harm and sexual exploitation of children as the pollution that spreads beyond the platform and into the real world. Now back to the studio.
All right, let's talk about this. Now, you'd think that type of fine is a large drop in the bucket for
it
Meta,
is
right?
It is for anybody that doesn't have a billion-dollar company.
Well, guess what? Speaking of that, Meta just posted its latest financial results. And of course, from April to June, their total revenue was $61 billion, up 28% the same period a year ago. Meta, which owns Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp, Threads, says it will appeal. The company maintains it has been transparent about safety challenges and insists that the rulings misrepresent its effort to protect teens online.
Okay, yeah. All right. We're not doing anything wrong over here. See, look.
Don't look here. Okay, as part of the order, Meta must establish a fund to mitigate the damage of its platform that it's caused. More than $420 million will go towards clinical treatment programs for affected children, with additional funds will support training for teachers and health professions. The problem is, how is this money being distributed? When I looked into the research of this, it's all being distributed through a lawyer company that will decide on behalf of Meta. So what is this? Out of the $420 million, how much do you really think it actually is going to go to the affected children that had an issue like this? I say very few.
Yeah.
So this is fake money that is going to be managed into an account that says that they're contributing. Then they'll write it off as treatments instead of it being a fine that they have to pay.
Here's the problem.
Yeah.
The problem is Meta probably cannot do anything because they created the whole system and the system can only work the way it works. So
You're
they
correct.
They can't fix it.
All right. So you just stole my thunder. That's right.
Oh, sorry.
So that's all right. Here's the problem. We have two things here. The regulations that make social media now are either going to turn it into a subscription-based service where they can ask for your ID. So now you're going to pay for another subscription service. You excited about that?
Yeah, they're already doing that in certain... Aren't they doing that with the supposed child protection?
Some of it. Well, no, because I can still go and create an account right now on Facebook that I could say that if I'm born in 1973, which I am, they're not going to send anything to me.
Well,
it's a drop down to select my age.
There's a social media platform that requires you to upload a picture of your ID.
Those are some. That's like the government sites and some of these other areas, but none of the social media sites that are owned by Meta.
Yes, Meta. Yes.
Now,
Our
this is what's
favorite.
going to happen. You're going to have knockoffs. So now what you're going to do is instead of having these big companies, you're going to have all these little startup companies, and Blue Sky was one of them that's still trying. But you're going to have these knockoff companies, and Blue Sky isn't being regulated by this. They don't have any additional items. So you're going to have all these like skunk work sites pop up all over everywhere that will then be even worse because those will be unregulated. And there won't be anything in there. So then it'll be the wild, wild west even more.
It's still the wild, wild west.
So I get, yeah. I get that this is a problem. I get that they're going to try to do certain things like impose a 90-hour monthly usage limit for teens. I get that they say they're going to try to do this.
It's all BS. It's all to keep people running around in circles while they continue to make money on their platform, which is built.
It was built to be
it
creepy.
It is built this way.
Watch
on
The
purpose.
Social Network. If you watch the movie The Social Network, I mean, Facebook was created as comparing two females, if they were hot or not, is how it was created. So it was by default, it was created as kind of this edgy type of, we're going to invade privacy. None of those people wanted their pictures posted. They took them from yearbooks and they posted them all over everywhere. So yeah. Okay.
Well, yeah. I mean, the big thing is they're never going to truly be able to do. They're never going to truly try to do anything until all these fines start hurting their profit margin. I mean, in a big, serious way. So while we think
don't hurt the person,
was it 500 million?
Yeah.
$500 million fine doesn't hurt them, then maybe it should be, creeping up to the billion mark. So if a $1 billion fine maybe hurts them.
So here's what I went back to. I was thinking about this as I'm doing the research of this, is if I go, and this is going to go a little bit of a tangent here. So hang on here with me, Mike, okay?
No tangents,
All
buddy.
right. So if I go on into a local store and I buy something that was 18 or over, like a magazine off a rack, and I walk out of that as the consumer and there was a cop outside, I myself would be in trouble and the store would be in trouble for consuming that. So I, as the holder, said that I was 18 and the store didn't look at me and they sold something to me, right? But I, as the beholder, would still have something that was unlawful for my age, and I would be in trouble and the store would be in trouble. The problem with this is the person that says that they're over 16 or 17 or 18 to bypass this, if they're found out that they're actually underage, there's no penalty that goes to them either.
But this problem is not exclusively for Meta's inability to deal with underage people. It also has to deal with, just everybody.
Well, this lawsuit is specifically for people underage.
Yeah.
So underage is the issue. If there's no penalty for the person for the underage process on this. It's very tough for me to think that it's always on the software company's fault when there's two people here that are participating in this. One is deceiving the age group. If they're deceiving the age group, then that person itself should be accountable. So I'm big into accountability. There you go.
Okay.
Right now.
Did you get that all out?
Oh, okay.
Are you okay now?
I'm okay. Thank you for that therapy.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Meta is air pollution.
I get that. So I'm not disagreeing with that at all.
I gotta tell you, I haven't been on Facebook in years. I stopped using social media back in 2021, I think.
When you started doing the radio show. Perfect.
Yeah.
That's great.
And then
join a technology show and drop.
See, as soon as yes, that's awesome. As soon as we start doing a technology show, I stop using technology. But I recently got on there to do some, just to see what's going on, right? And they have these shorts.
Yeah.
That are like
30 seconds.
30 seconds.
Yeah.
The shorts now have ads in them.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sometimes two.
Yeah.
So in order to watch a 30-second short, now I have to watch a 10-second ad.
And a 5-second ad.
Or it's crazy.
Yeah. I
don't understand what happened to people.
And somehow we just consume this and are like, yes, we can do this. Yes, we can do it.
And the algorithm is one of the weirdest. It's like Netflix algorithms.
Yeah.
Like if you watch say you watch a documentary on basket weaving.
Yeah.
You're suddenly going to get ads on Facebook for basket
but your phone
weaving.
isn't listening to you.
Yeah, right. But that's what you make a comment or you like something on Facebook, and suddenly it just drives all kinds of crazy stuff to your thing.
April through June,
and that's exactly the problem with this thing. So that's why I say it's not just an underage person problem.
$61 billion in ad revenue, April to June, $61 billion. That's why all these people are watching it and people are paying for it. All right. Story number 2. Where do we?
Let's talk about Google.
All right. What do we got going on here with Google? This is actually kind of a funny story.
We're just going to pick on everybody.
Okay.
All right. So, I always get the AI stories.
Yeah, you do, because you're the AI guy.
Yes. And we're having this problem with flock cameras.
We've been talking about that.
Yeah. What kind of problems are we having with flock cameras?
Everybody is protesting them. It's tracking everybody and their license plate number, and it's being used incorrectly to arrest people across state borders. We talked about that on our show.
Right. And they're getting vandalized left and right.
Yep.
Well, Google AI has contributed to the problem.
Okay.
By saying that flock cameras are basically little treasure chests.
Okay.
Because why not add fuel to that fire? In today's episode of Tech Companies Accidentally Encouraging Crime.
Okay.
Google's AI overview has decided that flock safety license plate cameras, or the surveillance boxes everybody loves to hate, are apparently stuffed with gold and copper like some sort of pirate's loot chest.
Okay.
How much? If you search how much gold does a flock camera have, and Google's AI confidently declares that each camera contains 1 to 5 grams of gold.
Whoa.
At current prices, that's up to $650 worth of gold inside this 3-pound surveillance camera. According to Google, these things are basically hanging on street poles like public savings accounts.
Okay.
It doesn't stop there either. Google's AI also claims flock cameras contain 2 to 23 pounds of copper.
23 pounds.
23 pounds.
23 pounds.
Which is impressive considering the entire device maybe weighs 3 pounds. So that might give you a clue as to the accuracy of Google AI.
Okay.
That math checks out. Flock has invented the world's first quantum density material. The internet, of course, has been joking for years that Flock's ALPRs are filled with precious metals. It's a meme, a sarcastic way for privacy-minded communities to poke fun at the cameras they already despise. The joke being, hey, if they're spying on us, let's crack one open and get paid. But Google's AI, of course, it doesn't get the joke. It doubled down on it.
Double down because it's an AI and it wants to be right.
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah. The system cites 2 sources to justify its hallucination. Anonymous Substack post from someone named Do Not Obey, Do Not Comply always a reassuring sign of journalistic rigor, which itself admits the numbers are based on scrap value discussions, which is translated as vibes.
Okay.
AI-generated Instagram meme posted by what appears to be a cannabis grower because nothing says reliable engineering analysis like hydroponic content and weed plant selfies.
Okay.
We now have one AI-powered surveillance company, which is, Google, accidentally giving people a reason to vandalize another AI-powered surveillance company, Flock. If you ever needed a metaphor for the current tech industry, this is it.
Okay.
AI eating AI, hallucinating nonsense, and causing real-world headaches. Did Google respond to this?
They have not.
No.
Really? That's amazing. They didn't respond?
That's amazing. Yeah,
Okay.
they get the same lawyers that Meta has. Presumably it's because it's figuring out how to, adjust its search engine to become a part-time to get it away from being a part-time scrap metal appraiser.
Yeah.
And this is why Google's AI is just a piece of crap.
Yeah.
Stick with the horrible but more reliable OpenAI and Anthropic for your AI needs.
So that's what you get out of this. So the Google AI is just bad. It is. You know what? Grok is like the third best in my opinion. You got OpenAI and Anthropic that are beating each other up.
I don't know how you can even say that, man.
Grok is like the third best. Google is like, let me just tell you, Google is so bad on their AI that it puts Elon Musk's Grok ahead of that.
That's bad.
Isn't that
That's bad.
At least Grok gives you the right information. Now it may not it may not censor anything, and it may give you an explicit picture along with the question that you're asking, but besides that, note to self, Google AI. Yeah, Google, you're just about out of the AI race. So it used to be just Google it. It's now, go to your AI prompt. It's interesting because if you see website usage across the nations are dipping because people aren't going to web pages anymore. They're going to an AI and they're looking for stuff.
Okay, so it's exactly the same thing I was talking about earlier when I've checked out Facebook and all this stuff. I'm not going to click on shorts anymore.
Okay.
Because I know I'm going to have to sit through a stupid ad.
Now, let me just ask you, because they knew you were a man probably in your profile. Did you immediately have like good looking, gorgeous gals come on up in those shorts?
Oh yeah. All the time.
Yeah. So they literally target with attractive ladies. And not that you've even been on for who knows how long, but they say algorithm man, we're going to show you these type of
yeah,
videos.
but that's not my problem. The problem is always the ads. The same thing with Google. If I Google something, how many
don't click on the first
ads,
3 things.
Yeah, how many paid ads prompts comes up? It can sometimes be like sometimes a ton of them.
I've seen 3. I've seen up to 3.
Right,
as a normal process.
So you can't get the information you want.
Competitors that are.
I'm going
money?
to give AI a shout out.
Ooh, what's that?
Okay, because now if I type in what I'm looking for, like a prompt to Google, it will give me an actual answer to what I'm looking for instead of making me go search it out on.
Yeah, that's the Google AI. So you're trusting now the Google AI that just.
No, it's not about trust. It's not about trusting. It's about getting information directly from Google regarding what I need. Okay. Like I was trying to work on my bike.
Okay.
I had an issue with my bike.
Yeah.
And I can Google the symptoms of what's going on. Hey, my bike isn't starting. The start button doesn't work. Yada, yada. And it will give me information that helps me understand what I'm looking for instead of all these paid advertisements for people who can fix my motorcycle.
That's the AI Google summary.
Yes.
It's totally AI. Like it took all the information it had and summarized it.
Yes.
So it could hallucinate some of that information.
Oh, it does. It does. But I'm
Did
saying.
it tell you to flip your motorcycle upside down?
But I can tell when something is not tracking correctly because the instance I'm talking about was I was having trouble. My starter stopped working on my motorcycle.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to figure out using the Google AI, what's going on. And it keeps telling me that my battery is on the left side of my bike. And I had to correct it because it's on the right side.
Okay.
And it always goes, oh, sorry. Thank you for correcting me.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, I take this with a grain of salt, but My point here is that it points me in the directions I need to go instead of pointing me at people who want to take my money.
And then that puts up the links sometimes, and then you can click on the links and go find out more.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
I mean, you still have to work. There's work involved. You still have to verify what's going on.
Or is there? We're going to find out later in this episode. Do you need to spend more work doing anything, or do you just trust the AI? All right, story number 3. Phishing services spoof RingCentral to steal Microsoft 365 accounts. Now, the great phishing as a service platform on the dark web has expanded from credential phishing to advisory in the middle attacks, a device code phishing targeting Microsoft 365 accounts. Now, the platform has been active since at least the mid-2022, targeting Microsoft users in the United States, Canada, UK, Australia, and South Africa. It evolved over the years and now targets multiple platforms, including the Microsoft 365 suite, iCloud, Yahoo, and Google. Currently, it's being sold for $289 per month to the cyber criminals over a Telegram channel with thousands of subscribers.
It's a subscription service.
Well, yeah, actually, I'm on that Telegram channel myself, so I know what this is like. So
are you paying $289?
No, I'm not paying $289, but for $289, you can get, of course, your hacker as a services, and they give you up to 10 hacking per month. So for that $289, you get 10 attacks against anybody. And a recent campaign, operators abused the RingCentral communication platform to bypass email security filters on the recent recipient side. RingCentral is the communication platform used by many businesses for cloud calling, messaging, and voicemail. I know even Mark Gregoire, our whiskey connoisseur, uses RingCentral at his company, as I do at mine also. Now, here's where it has the phishing attack used an email from service at ringcentral.com, but it had 2 brackets by the .com targeting users for their service. The users used fake voicemail, perform review notifications, and lure the enticing recipients to open them up. Although the message originated from the unknown mail server, these have failed SPF and DMARC checks and had no DKIM signature. They are still being accepted by many email systems in our corporate environment because they have not been configured correctly or because they have just generally whitelisted anything from at RingCentral, and forget the .com part, as whitelisted. Moreover, the emails include fraudulent banner claiming the sender has been verified by the organization's safe sender list, which help reduce the suspicion at the human level. Now, it's to be noted that RingCentral recently disclosed this data breach incident, which was claimed by the threat actor Shiny Hunters. The incident has affected data for a limited portion of RingCentral customers, quote unquote, and we are communicating with affected customers directly, explained the company in a security bulletin published on July 28th. If compromise is suspected, administrators should revoke all access, refresh all tokens, review all authentication consent from Microsoft Graph activity, and access to the Microsoft 365 service. So, RingCentral customers, be aware. All right, we've had some RingCentral.
Just dump it all for pen and paper.
There you go. Well,
let's just go back to the Stone Age.
Stone Age. You know what? We can have like a coffee can on my side and a Campbell can on your side, and we can talk to each other through the string. You want to do the string method?
Yeah, let's just go back to that too.
All right. I just got coffee on my mind. You know what? I must be thinking of Gwen. Well, no, that ends our top technology stories of the week. Next, we have Gwen Way with something that reminds me of the jingle. The best part of waking up.
Is this that goofy?
No. Don't do it. Stay tuned to get more information about why I was just singing that jingle and Gwen's gadget after this commercial break.
Looking for custom glass solutions for your next commercial project? Hartung Glass Industries is your trusted partner in custom glass fabrication. For over 100 years, Hartung has delivered proven manufacturing expertise, comprehensive product offerings, and dependable service and quality. From energy-efficient facades to custom shower doors, we create glass solutions tailored to your project needs. With 8 facilities across the U.S. and Canada, we combine national expertise with a local touch-ensuring faster service and unparalleled customer care. Hartung Glass Industries, where quality meets innovation. Visit hartungglass.com to learn more.
Welcome back to Tech Time with Nathan Mumm. Our weekly show covers the top technology subjects without any political agenda. We verify the facts. We do it with a sense of humor in less than 60 minutes. Of course, with a little whiskey on the side. Now, today, Mark Gregoire, a whiskey connoisseur, is not in studio because that would be a rarity. But he has sent information into us so he can tell us what we are sipping today. First off, Mark, where are you coming to us from and what are we tasting?
I'm down in McMinnville, Oregon.
Okay. All right.
Heart of wine country.
All right. What are we tasting today? Because this is amazing.
Is this a high rye whiskey?
Oh, let me tell you about it, Mike. I'm hoping you are going to enjoy this one. Today we're drinking James E. Pepper Barrel Proof Single Barrel Decanter Rye. So you guys tried the bourbon a couple of weeks ago from the same looking bottle, but this is the rye. So let me tell you a little bit about it from James E. Pepper's website. This rye is made from 100% rye, a pure rye.
Tell you what.
And the cool.
What?
I think I'm getting pretty good at this.
You're getting good? Okay. Keep on going, Mark. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so it's in the style of Colonel James E. Pepper produced. It is aged in new toasted and charred Kentucky oak barrels and made using water from their historic distillery well. The distillery describes the rye as complex and balanced with notes of chocolate peppermint and wildflower honey. Now, of course, this is from James Pepper Distilling Company in Lexington, Kentucky. It's a straight rye. It's aged. It's a blend, so it's between 6 and 8 years old in the blend. It's a single barrel on this particular one, so we're not sure on the age. I think it's 6 to 8 years. Apologize for that. 115.6 proof, 100% rye. $73 for this particular bottle.
$73. Wow. I may actually spend $73 on this. This is really good. No. This is
now,
really.
This is a single barrel, so they do the blend ones too. Those are a little less expensive, same rye, but this particular one's a single barrel. So,
man, it's got a nice bite.
That's why it's a little better.
It's got a nice bite. It's got a bite that lingers. What?
You and the bite thing. You've never changed that. Okay, so this
is it got a good bite?
This has this really good upfront, fruity sort. I guess maybe honey like taste, right? Then there's a rye burn, and then there's this really kind of nice long, smooth finish.
Whoa!
And I just spilled my coffee.
Somebody, Tracy, can you get us a
paper towel?
Mike got a little excited over here.
I did.
All right, so hopefully it doesn't ruin your surface. So you wouldn't want that to happen.
Oh, who cares?
Okay,
I don't care.
All right, so Mark, anything? This is really good.
It's really good.
It's actually too good for our show. This is way higher than what I'm used to having on the show itself. So I don't know what we should do, but this is.
Well, gentlemen, for our listeners know that I've been traveling, so we've been pulling from you and your brother's stock.
Yeah.
This one, since I did stop by Seattle for a little bit, I dropped off Nathan a few bottles from my stock. This is one from my stock.
Is this on your top shelf, mid shelf? Where does this fit on your shelf?
This is like mid. This is just a nice drinking rye.
I think it's a little bit better. I think it's a little bit better than just a nice drinking rye.
Yeah. So I think Mark's dastardly plan has succeeded 100%.
Okay. All right. Well, Mark,
it's 2 point dastardly plan. One, to get Mike over to rye, because when I first started with you guys, Mike didn't like ryes.
Yeah.
And number two, it's to have you appreciate good whiskey, not the stuff Nathan used to go buy on the bottom shelf.
No, not used to.
This
still
Canadian
does.
Makes you
Canadian Mist, man.
He still does.
I have it right up there. You see that Canadian Mist bottle right up there?
I see that.
Canadian
Mist.
Mist.
He still buys the bottom
sure,
shelf
Gwen's
stuff.
favorite. You guys loved it when you guys did the Canadian Mist when I was gone. No. Okay. All right.
So if you're drinking, drink responsibly, because heaven can wait. Canadian Mist, you can drink all you want. Whatever. Anything else, drink responsibly.
All right. Okay. That sounds great. All right, Mark, thank you so much. With our whiskey tasting completed, let's move on to our feature segment. Today we have Gwen Wade joining the show.
What's new in our gadgets and gear?
Well, we're going right to it. Gwen, you're ready to go. Well, that was a quick one.
I am.
Well, here's the introduction. She is an expert in cybersecurity during the day, a game board geek in the evening. She's a producer of TechTime Radio, our gadgets and gear gal. We are excited to have you on. tell us a little bit about yourselves to our new listeners.
Excited to be here as always. Hello to all of our listeners. For those who don't know me, I've been in tech for over a quarter of a century. I like saying it that way now because I can. I've done everything from support to development, and now I'm solidly in the cybersecurity space.
Cybersecurity place. That is where you should be. I think that is your expertise is there. All right, now, Gwen, what are we looking at today for our gadget and gear?
So I had to bring something that was just too much fun as soon as I saw it.
Okay.
But I want to ask the listeners a couple of questions.
Sure.
Do you enjoy eggs for breakfast, but really hate cracking the shells?
I really hate cracking the shells.
That's
do you
the
like
worst
having
thing ever.
toast? Do you like having toast with your eggs, but it's always too early or too late, or it pops up and scares you and you spill your coffee?
No, I just spill
If
my
these
coffee.
are the things that are keeping you up at night, that are bothering you, and you have more money than sense, I have the Kickstarter for you.
All right. Oh, what a great intro. This is great. All right. What do we have here? Tell us more about this.
This is a device, or rather two devices, called Breakfast Automated.
Ooh.
It's from a group called Chefy out of San Francisco. And basically, it's two robots. You can get just the egg cracking robot if you want, but there is a toaster that goes with it. The amazing thing is that the egg cracking robot cracks eggs into a pan and then cooks them.
Oh.
And that's it.
That's it.
And the toaster ties to the egg robot.
Okay.
And completes your toast when your eggs are done cooking.
So when my eggs are done cooking, it sends a signal over to the toaster and it toasts my bread. Now, does it put the bread in there automatically or?
No, you have to put the eggs in the egg cracker.
What?
And you have to put the bread in the toaster.
What? Okay. So,
But it cracks the eggs, it cooks the eggs. It makes the toast so that the toast is done at the exact same time as the eggs.
Oh.
And when it lifts the toast up, it does it slowly so it doesn't scare anybody.
Wow, what a symphony of technology working to make my
geez.
breakfast the same as normal.
Dude, this is awesome. So it cracks an egg. Now, when it cracks the egg,
all right,
does it cook the egg in the same unit or does it crack the egg and then you have to move that over to someplace else?
It actually cooks it in the same unit.
Okay.
You crack the egg, it cracks it into the pan.
Ooh.
And then it can do pretty much, well, yeah. The pan is on a hot plate. And then it can do anything from sunny side up all the way up to over hard.
Yeah, basically, as long as you don't
fried
want,
egg.
yes, as long as your breakfast consists of fried eggs, it will do it for you.
It will do it
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
it will also boil eggs for you.
Oh.
So you can have soft boil, medium boil, or hard boil. It does not poach, though.
Yeah, but that takes more work.
Yeah.
Yeah, doesn't that include that you have to then also add water to this device and then have it to so
The boil does include water, so you have to put it in its special little thing where you can put 6 eggs in,
Okay.
and then you pour water in the center and put a lid on, and then you put it on the hot plate.
All right, so
I'm pretty sure
a hot plate's about $15 at Walmart. What were you going to say, Mike?
Well, we're talking about a hot plate.
Yeah.
I have a stovetop.
Okay.
Will that work?
I think stovetop
and a small egg pan, a nonstick egg pan. Will that work?
That'll work.
It probably works.
I just have to,
You get a pair of gloves so if cracking the eggs bothers you. I mean, we can do this for like 50 cents.
I am pretty sure I saw something like this on like a Back to the Future movie.
Did you?
I think you did.
Well, that was the dog can opener, and then he dropped the dog food in. You're talking about Back to the
I
Future?
think there was an egg cracking thing.
I think it was in 2 because they were in the future. They were making breakfast for everybody, and she didn't have to do anything.
Okay.
So you manually have to handle the eggs.
So you
You
put the egg in
manually
this
have to
device.
stick the eggs into this little cup holder thing. The cup holder thing then cracks the eggs and dumps it into a hot plate or a pan that sits on a hot plate.
What
And
happens
it
to the
only
eggshells?
cooks 2 eggs at a time.
And it only cooks 2 eggs at a time.
What if I want butter on my eggs?
Oh, you're up S Creek, buddy.
You have to do it yourself.
What?
You have to put that in there.
You have to put the butter in there, so you can't have. Oh no!
So I get my eggs cracked for me, and then what? I have to clean the sleeve, right?
Exactly. You take the sleeve off. You dump out the shells. On the plus side, the sleeve is dishwasher safe.
Oh,
so it could have been worse.
Could have been.
Could have been worse.
Only. Yeah,
I have to hand wash.
Hand wash only would be even worse. Do you have a dishwasher?
No.
Oh, okay.
I am my own dishwasher.
All right. You know what happens?
Then hand
and
wash
I'm broken,
so.
Well, you know what happens when the dishwasher breaks down, don't you?
I'm broken.
We slap you. All right, here we go. Continuing on. This. What?
You're gonna.
Okay, there we go. Here we go.
Thrown at your face.
Now I'm looking at the Kickstarter page. Where's this Kickstarter page so everybody can go and find this, Gwen?
You need to go to Kickstarter. You can search either Sheffy, CEFFY, or Breakfast Automated.
Okay.
Either way, it pulls this up. It's an interesting read. They've got a fun video. I definitely recommend that everybody go check it out at least.
You'll laugh.
You'll be entertained.
Yes.
I can't necessarily recommend that people buy this, but they are. There are over 3,600 backers at this point. They've blown through their goal of 100,000 and are now approaching 900,000. And they still have until August 28th. So.
All right. So how much is this wondrous process that will crack my eggs for me?
Well, right now there are still early bird specials available.
There are.
So if you want to get just the egg cracker, you can get that for about $250.
Okay.
If you decide that you want to get both the egg cracker and the toaster, it's $3.99 right now.
Wow. For $400, I can have something that takes me 2 seconds.
So I'm looking at it. They removed the funny part that was on there. I just looked at the page because we were talking about this in our production meeting, and they had somebody. They had like the early bird starter for the $3.79, and then underneath there they had a $4.99 one, which is the regular price, and it showed one person had bought it.
Oh, he's still there.
Oh, he's still there.
There's still one person who money above cents has. Not only purchased this, but purchased it for full price when he didn't have to.
This is so awesome. I got to pay full price.
Even though there's 988 of the 1,000 pre-starters still available at the $3.79, this smart dude decided to pay full price for this device. He is so excited about this. Okay.
That's because he probably cracks eggs and gets shells in his pants.
So the only thing this does is crack an egg. You're paying that much, and your toaster doesn't scare you, and that's literally a selling point that they have here. When the toaster,
I think if your toaster
that pop when your toaster makes that noise of, oh my gosh, I was always so scared as a child when I heard that noise go off. Yes,
wow. I think if your toaster scares you, there's more things you need to. I think you need some therapy.
I was going to say, at that point, I think you need to find somebody to talk to.
So my Pop-Tarts that I used to put them back in as a little kid, if it doesn't shoot up all the way, what's going to happen on that slow rise? Is the very bottom of it going to be overcooked?
It's just going to fold over.
Oh, no. Yeah.
And it's going to come with theme music.
Yes. So if you have more money than you know what to do with, and you can no longer break an egg because that is too much labor intensive in your life.
If you need to have that much class that you have something break your eggs for you.
It's available on Kickstarter.
Here you go.
All right. So,
Talk about first world problems.
The real question is, this is absolutely something that someone needs. And the question is, for our audience, is Gwen Way's household going to spend $300, almost $400 to get a toaster that synchronizes with their cracking of their egg machine?
No, we are not. We are going to be an old school house and crack our own eggs.
Oh my
and
word.
Toast our own toast.
Back in the early days when we used to go to school with the hills both ways upward, we used to crack eggs with our hands. But in today's world, congratulations,
I'm telling you, the world of Wall-E is coming for us.
Okay. All right. Well, don't be talking about Wall-E and the ending where that eats people, because then we got people sending us stuff that
I don't care. There's a logical deduction that follows that. Where did the food come
clear.
from?
Is it?
It's clear.
You and Gwen agreed on that. Okay. All right. Well, Gwen, I appreciate that so much for you doing this Kickstarter. It's actually very entertaining. Please, people, just go take a look at Sheffy or Breakfast Automated if you want to see all of our ingenuity of our people in today's world figuring out a way to crack an egg in a machine. This is the machine to do it.
This is the one.
And they guarantee no shells.
One.
I don't understand how they guarantee no shells because I've looked at the way that device goes.
I mean, if I could get one donated to me, I would test it. But I also agree that you're going to have shells.
Yeah, if I get organic eggs that have thinner shells, it's going to drop in there. There's no way it's not. Okay. All right. Well, Gwen, thank you so much for being a part of our show.
I'm going to rush out and get it right now.
Are you gonna? This is one that I did not back. You know what?
I have enough counter space for none of those.
None of those things. All right. All right, Gwen, thank you so much. You know what? Gwen is a part of our show. She brings us a new gadget each month for us to review. We thank her so much and thank you. Hopefully next week or next month, maybe you may be out. Is that kind of the maybe we'll see?
I think I'll be here next month, but in October there may be a gap. If so, I'll send a gadget to you.
Okay.
Just to make sure that there's something to do.
Okay, there you go. Send me some robot gadget or something like that I'll spend money on for the holidays. All right. Well, we thank Gwen so much for being part of our show. We want to thank her. But now let's move on to the segment everybody's been waiting for. We call it Mike the AI Guy.
We have the grumpiest guy in the world coming up next. It's Mike the AI Guy. Grump on the radio. It's Mike the AI
Guy. Dun, dun, dun. Okay. Canada just gave us the greatest AI fail of 2026.
Okay.
And it didn't even come from AI. Well, it did come from AI, but it didn't.
Okay.
It came from a politician who was reading the AI homework notes out loud.
Oh, boy.
So, New Brunswick MLA Bill Oliver, a former speaker, meaning he's supposed to know how speeches work, stood up in the legislature and delivered a perfectly normal address until he suddenly announced, here's a more natural flowing version of that section. That wasn't policy. It wasn't commentary. That was ChatGPT's editing instruction, and he read them out as if it was part of the Constitution. Because the universe loves comedy, he did it later on in the same speech, plowing straight through lines like, this version should, and that section ends roughly. As if the legislator needed a director's cut of his drafting process. So if you're going to use AI to create a speech, you might want to be careful of how you read it. This wasn't a slip. It was a full-blown AI blooper reel entered into the official record of a provincial government that no one proofread. No one skimmed it. No one even said, hey, Bill, why does your speech sound like a software tutorial? Meanwhile, the internet, Reddit, Instagram, YouTube, absolutely devoured it because, of course, it did. We've reached the point where politicians aren't just using AI, they're accidentally role-playing as the AI mid-speech. Now, this reminds me of our story last week when a certain state floated around because Madagascar was floating around and doing things that it wasn't supposed to do because a very ingenious professor put secret AI prompts for his kids
in white text.
In white text. And look, this isn't like the Welsh guy who proudly used ChatGPT and got long-lived darts in his speech. That was funny. That was intentional. Oliver's version, he just basically read the robot sticky notes and called it governance. So here's your takeaway. AI isn't replacing politicians anytime soon. And because people are stupid, AI might accidentally co-author their speeches if they forget to delete the instructions. So proofread your AI-generated speeches.
Hit prompt now. Raise eyebrow here. Cough here. I mean, any of those type of stuff, you wouldn't know when you're reading that. So when he's reading that, what is he? Is he not mentally there? Because come on, when you say
okay, so there's a couple things. There's a couple things here. So people like who give speeches all the time are sort of in this side. It's like reading a teleprompter. You just read the teleprompter, right? It's just like reading our script. Well, except for you, because you're always trying to rewrite the script as you're reading it, right? So we have this sort of put it on play. Just hit the button and go. Yeah. And so when you see this all the time in movies where they mess with the teleprompter.
Yeah.
Right. And the person saying something and they change something on the teleprompter and they just immediately say that. They're just trained to do that. So this is part of it. He's trained to just read what's on the paper.
I suspect that he didn't write it. I suspect somebody else did for him and handed it to him. And then that's why his brain didn't engage in, I shouldn't be saying this, because then he's just reading, as a politician does, the speech given.
So is he
yes,
capturing
that's my second point. Second point is politicians rarely write their own speeches. So they're taking a speech written by somebody else and they're simply, it's just a rote behavior that they're just reading it. Wow. And so when somebody doesn't proofread the speech, I'm sure his speech writers are now, in trouble.
Okay. All right. Well, that was Mike's mesmerizing moment. Has been transformed into the AI guy. Let's now move on to our secret sound.
And now for our secret sound, brought to us by Elite Executive Services. Visit techtimeradio.com and click on the contact page to submit your answer. Odie, play that sound.
Yeah, Odie.
All right. Do you know what that secret sound is? The pot's back at $70. So jump online and click our talkback system or leave us a message at 206-649-6098. We're going to take a commercial break now. When we return, we have This Week in Technology. So now is a great time to finish off your whiskey on the side. See you in a few minutes.
Hey, Mike.
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, so you know what? We need people to start liking our social media pages.
If you like our show, if you really like us, we could use your support on patreon.com.
Or is it Patreon? I think it's Patreon.
Okay, Patreon. If you really like us, you can.
And you say I'm the English guy?
Patreon.com.
I butcher the English language?
You butcher the English language.
Okay, so it's
all the time.
It's Patreon.com.
Patreon.com. If you really like our show, you can subscribe to patreon.com and help us out.
Oh, and you can visit us on that Facebook platform. You know, the one that Zuckerberg owns?
The one that we always bag on?
Yeah, you can. We're on Facebook, too.
Yeah, like us on Facebook.
Do you know what our Facebook page is?
TechTime Radio.
At TechTime Radio. Yeah. You know what? There's a trend here.
It seems to be that there's a trend, and that's TechTime Radio.
Or you can even Instagram with us.
And that's at TechTime Radio.
That's at TechTime Radio. Or you can find us on TikTok.
And it's TechTime Radio.
It's at TechTime Radio.
Like and subscribe to our social media.
Like us today. We need you to like us.
Like us and subscribe. That's it?
That's it. That's that simple.
And now, let's look back at this week in technology.
All right, we're going to August 13th, 1993, marked the defining moment in video game history. On this day, Capcom released Street Fighter II Turbo, hyper fighting for the Super Nintendo in the United States. A title that just didn't quietly arrive, but reshaped the landscape of the home gaming and cemented the SNES as the powerful house in the 16-bit era. Street Fighter II had already exploded across arcades worldwide, igniting the fighting boom in the early 1990s and inspired entire franchises like Mortal Kombat and Virtua Fighter. But it transformed into competitive gaming when it came on out with Turbo. Turbo took the moment and delivered something new: speed, precision, and arcade-level intensity at home. Street Fighter II Turbo didn't just live in living rooms. It dominated college dorms, apartment lounges, and weekend hangouts. It became a social ritual. Plug in the Super NES, pick up your fighter, and settle rivalries with a spinning pile driver or the perfect all-you-can. All-you-can. It's a memorial date in my history as one of the most anticipated games that my girlfriend bought for me. And it turned out to be the one I married. That was This Week in Technology. Have you ever wanted some tech time history? With over 300 plus weekly broadcasts spanning our 6+ years of video, podcasts, and blog information, you can visit us at techtimeradio.com to watch our older shows. We're going to take a commercial break, but when we return, we have the Mark Mumble Whiskey Review. See you after this.
How to See a Man About a Dog. It combines darkly comic short stories, powerful poems, and pulp fiction prose to create a heartbreaking and hilarious journey readers will not soon forget. Read How to See a Man About a Dog, Collected Writings, for free with Kindle Unlimited. Ebook available on Kindle, print copies available on Amazon The Bookpository, and more.
The segment we've been waiting all week for. Mark's Whiskey Mumble.
Woohoo! We are celebrating today, and all of us, remote or in this room, remember what today is about.
What was that?
August 11th?
August 11th. Yeah.
Remember August 11th, 1984?
August 11th. September 11th? That's August 11th.
Would this be the Challenger?
No.
Oh,
No. Today is Presidential Joke Day.
Oh, Presidential Joke Day. Okay.
Okay, I was supposed to remember
was
that.
doing
Why?
a sound check. Ronald Reagan was doing a sound check before his weekly radio address and joked that he had outlawed Russia forever and would begin bombing in 5 minutes.
Oh.
Unfortunately, the comment made its way to the press, proving that even before social media, politicians were perfectly capable of creating their own problems. Nothing like a little Cold War humor to keep everyone relaxed.
Politicians can just, they read stuff incorrectly or say something, those politicians.
Those politicians.
Do you guys actually remember that?
No.
I don't remember that.
I do
No?
not. Do you
Oh my
remember that,
God.
Mark?
I
yeah.
remember this this speech that he was trying to do something, and he was telling the presenter that he brought the microphone, so he better give me the microphone, and got upset. It was pretty cool.
What was it?
Mm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe you guys were a little too young then. I was in near the end of high school.
Yeah, I don't think
Aging me there.
I don't think that much older than us.
You just may have really just been interested in that whole piece.
I was into girls at that time, so maybe you were in this. Okay, never mind.
Were you in the
right?
the
Continue
Young
on.
Republicans Club?
I was not in. No,
I was not.
No.
No.
Were you?
No.
Okay, I'm just curious now. All right,
Alex P. Keaton was.
Oh, I remember that in Family Ties. All right, continue on, Mark.
Oh. All right. Since we're celebrating presidents, it is fitting we poor James E. Pepper, whose namesake Colonel spent time at the New York's Waldorf Astoria socializing with none other than the future president, Theodore Roosevelt. Now, while hanging around the Waldorf, Pepper also left his mark on cocktail history. He was credited with introducing the old fashioned to the hotel's bar after discovering the drink in Kentucky. Whether he actually invented anything is debated, but he certainly helped turn the old fashioned into one of America's most famous whiskey cocktails.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as for this James E. Pepper barrel-proof decanter rye, there's no other way to say it. It's delicious.
Mm-hmm.
So at 115.6 proof, 100% rye, you expect it to come in swinging, but the proof is surprisingly well controlled. There's plenty of rice spice with the sweetness, mint, chocolate, and oak, and has a rich mouthfeel with a long finish. So I'm agreeing with you. Somebody should do that secret sound, because at making $70, you can go out here and get a lot of whiskey for that money.
That's right. There you go.
Exactly the kind of rye I enjoy. Big, flavorful, and dangerously easy to drink.
All right. Okay. That's great. I'm just so excited.
What are you doing over there?
It's really good whiskey. I'm having enough whiskey. I'm just kind of chilling now. Is that okay that I chill with the whiskey?
No.
Okay. All right.
Stop having a moment. Let's move on.
All right. Okay, Mark. Well, we're going to see how we do on our pick of the day with thumbs up or thumbs down. I'm sure you're going to really
I'm pretty
guess.
sure we already know what that is.
Well, we'll come on back.
I'm already working on updating the website.
All right. Well, you know what? Technology and whiskey, such a great pairing. Just like summertime movies and a Marvel release. They're always both here at the same time over the last 15 years. All right. But now let's prepare for our technology fail of the week, brought to us by Elite Executive Services.
Congratulations. You're a failure.
Oh, I failed, did I?
Yes.
Did I?
Yes.
All right, this week's technology fail comes to us from Tesla.
We're just getting all of our favorites this week.
All right, Tesla Cybertruck. The data shows just how hard it actually flopped. Now, the Tesla Cybertruck has been controversial since day one. The stainless steel wedge design, the recalls, the broken window, and the claims that it was a boat. But for years, the debate lived in the opinion land. Until now. Some people loved it, some people hated it, and everyone had a meme already. I call it the Halo truck because its straight lines like something out of the 90s video games, but we're out of the opinion zone and into the hard facts and data. The numbers aren't just bad, they're historically bad. Bloomberg is calling the Cybertruck the Ford Edsel of the EV era, and honestly, the comparison fits a little too well. Elon Musk claimed Tesla had over 250,000 orders within days of the 219 reveal. Reality was far less impressive. In 2024, 38,965 units sold, far below the expectation. In 2025, sales plunged nearly 50% to 20,000. Even worse, 1,279 of these were bought by SpaceX, so I don't even know if that counts. But in 2026, the numbers are out, and only 7,133 U.S. registrations as of May for this hugely unsuccessful device.
Yeah,
Now,
I'm pretty sure that everybody who bought one just lives in our area.
I think so, because I see them a lot.
We see them all the time.
I do see that same. Now, Musk promised starting price of $39,900. But the real truck launched at a price point of almost $100,000. Now, the Cybertruck wasn't derailed by bad luck. It was a failure engineering from the beginning. Overpromise, underdeliver, overprice, and oversold is now clearest example of how hype alone cannot carry a product. The EV's era Edsel has arrived, and the data proves it. All right, we're running out of time here. The Nathan Nugget is going to be very quickly, so let's do that, Tracy.
This is your Nugget of the Week.
All right, here's what we got for the Nathan Nugget. AI just crossed the lines of science have been talking about for years. It has now designed brand new viruses from scratch. And I got to get this with James, so I'm going to have James on the show to explain this to me. But Stanford researchers used AI to create hundreds of synthetic virus designs. And 16 of them came to life in the lab, able to infect and kill bacteria.
All right, zombie apocalypse.
So experts are warning this is a major safety red flag. The same technology that can be designed helpful viruses could, in theory, be used to design harmful ones if it ever fell into the wrong hands.
Okay, before you get off here, you need to make sure that you say this is not something that can harm people.
This is not something that can harm people right now.
They're bacteriophages, which they only attack bacteria.
That's correct. But what it's saying is we're now at a time when AI is able to now create stuff from scratch with biological codes, not just text and images anymore. The science can then use to help create.
Yes, we're one step closer to the zombie apocalypse.
The super venom for our Marvel movies. What is
it's
it?
Going to animate all the flock cameras across America, and they're going to come out and start eating your brains.
All right, now, Lolo, let's move to our pick of the day, whiskey tasting.
And now our pick of the day for our whiskey tastings. Let's see what bubbles to the top.
All right, what do we have here?
All right. We have the James E. Pepper Barrel Proof Decanter Rye, straight rye, 100%, 115.6 proof. I'm curious, $73, so I don't know if it does have a cork, but I'm not sure if Nathan likes it.
You're not sure?
I'm not sure either.
That's for our radio listeners who can't see you throwing two thumbs up, waving around, all jumping up and down.
I'm sorry, there you go.
Ow, that hurt.
Mike, do you like this?
Yes.
Thumbs up. All right, thumbs up from Nathan.
I thought you would be bragging today about TechTime Radio had such an impact that they put a hold on the teacher sex doll.
Oh, do you want to talk about that real quick, Mark? That was on. It got edited from our show since our show was so packed with information. But
no, I was just listeners should go check that out.
So if you
they put it on pause. New York School District.
Because of TechTime Radio's 35 million listener audience.
We're saying, that's what we are saying.
We have stopped the sex doll entering into the New York school system.
Nobody does fact checks anymore, so let's just say it. It's true.
That's right. No, we did talk about it though, and now you know what? As we talked about,
Yeah,
it,
they
weeks ahead of
decided
the
they
mainstream
decided
media.
not to go ahead with that particular plan.
Yeah, that was Mike was very disappointed. All right, now you know what? We're all about out of time. We want to thank our listeners for joining the program. Listeners, we want to hear from you. Visit techtimeradio.com. Click on Be a Caller. Remember, the science of tomorrow starts with the technology of today. We'll see you next week.
Later.
Bye-bye.
Thanks for joining us on Tech Time Radio. We hope that you had a chance to have that moment today in technology. The fun doesn't stop there. We recommend that you go to techtimeradio.com and join our fan list for the most important aspect of staying connected and winning some really great monthly prizes. We also have a few other ways to stay connected, including subscribing to our podcast on any podcast service, from Apple to Google and everything in between. We're also on YouTube, so check us out on youtube.com/techtimeradio, all one word. We hope you enjoyed the show as much as we did making it for you. From all of us at Tech Time Radio, remember, Mumm's the word. Have a safe and fantastic week.